Right then, my host, you ready now? My host, it's time for you
Yes,
guys.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, all right. Let's get it by. You ready?
Yes.
All right, take it away, please and thanks.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Christopher Smith, otherwise known as Hawkeye. Your mic needs to turn on.
You hear me now?
Yes, I was saying good evening, Mr. Christopher Smith, otherwise known as Hawkeye.
Tell
I
me the girl lit nine of them book on the toilet, thank me, jack up them foot. Give it a bye. Well, go on, bust it Sunday. Duggy
am
Benz to
good.
yourself. Duggy Reds and Hawkeye Reds. Duggy, watch it now. Man, you have a camera and watch my place in the yard. Come out in a red and you step out in a red too. How that?
Welcome to Boss It Sunday. This is
Yeah, man.
Lady Sandy Star.
It's a pleasure to be on the program. Big up yourself, Sandy Star. You know the thing already. It's me, I said, big up Duggy
Blessings.
Benz every time and the
Blessings.
Red Square family and the Benz family. You see?
Blessings. To my understanding, you was a chef. What motivated you to become an artist?
Well, the motivation of an artist, it's really coming from a teenage age, different side, round my avenue where I used to live off Agley Park Road, and also the first teacher I had in school, that was in about 1987. I had a teacher called Miss McCourty. She teaches social study classes. One day she had a topic in class saying we should either write a song, a poem.
Your mic. Right, I'm hearing you now. I wasn't hearing
Okay.
first.
Yeah, sorry about that. A call just came in, so I had to stop it. Yeah, so
Okay.
I was saying that Miss McCourty, she teaches social studies. She was the one who identified the talent from a very tender age. So she, when I presented the song, 18 Living in the Ghetto, she said that I should have, I should give it to her on a cassette, because them days it was cassette days.
That's it, right?
Yeah, so she can, probably present it to a radio personality. So it's from that time me realize how serious my talent is, because honestly, I just used to DJ as a hobby. All I wanted to do was cook when I was going to school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And for viewers meeting you for the first time on the Boss It Sunday show, who is Hawkeye behind the music?
Well, for all those who meet in Hawkeye for the first, and probably people who know me even before now, know that Hawkeye is just, a straight up youth. Me try to keep it real as possible. Try to be true to myself and to others. And me try. I mean, we're never 100%. Of anything, because we're still short of the glory of the Almighty. You see me, I say so. I just try my best, to be a person who live for people as I want them to live for me. You see me, I say, so just a humble youth, always humble, no matter what, no matter the hype and the all the glitz and the glamour and stuff. Hawkeye is just always the guy who's, right on the ground level, just, sit there, but I only transform when you put a mic in my hand. You see me, I say, and when the mic is gone, it's like I'm back to square zero. So me, it's just that kind of a guy. I'm just very, very just low key. I mean that.
Okay. And what makes dancehall special to compare to other genres worldwide?
Well, dancehall, I mean, I come from the core of people, who never had it, never born come see it, never really get a chance. And, music was really, the skateboard for them to propel themselves, in life, and, able to provide for them family and friends and, even themselves. Dancehall is really our culture, because it started out from what we see happening here in our culture. we put in our lyrics, some of the things, you know, we kind of like me keep it more on the entertaining side. So you find some my ideas, them, the way me think about music is totally different from how probably a regular artist think, you know, because it's like I always, no matter how serious the song or the topic is, I always want to keep it humorous and entertaining because that is
Right.
what we're doing. We're entertainers, so we're supposed to keep the thing entertaining and not just, you know, say because, you know, we see the gunfire and man skull bust out, you know, we can put it in a way. I mean, if you check Ninja Man, when Ninja Man used to DJ, you know, film, at least still DJing, yes, but, you know, Ninja Man gun song them have him as a gunman artist, but at the end of the day, him gun song them is so humorous. You know,
Right.
it's like a cartoon you watch, you see the bullet come around the corner and stop and watch you. And you know, and Ninja Man was that. You know, so we know the
Yes.
business as a very entertaining thing and something to give the people, you know, let them see the vision, you know, just by listening to the words. Just like when Stitcher said, young girl, wear your size, you know, and when you saw the video on TV, it was like, wow, you know, so you're actually seeing the action based on what you say in the music. You know, so that's how Hawkeye really keep it. And dancehall, you know, some doing it like that, dancehall would have must conquer the globe. And not only dancehall, but reggae also. You see, must conquer the
Right.
globe.
Okay. And how do you stay motivated through changes in the music industry?
Oh my God, that is a very hard one. You know, I think the main ingredient, you know, in keeping myself together is just is the Almighty first and foremost. You know, and sometimes you have to really reach out to God and say, God, what me do? Or what me never do, what me not know about, what you punish me for, you know, but I understand, say, you know, in the world, I think most of what is happening now, you know, those who are doing good things and really have the talent and stuff like that, them get pushed to the back burner. And is people who, you know, I'm not saying that all of them, you know, but is the things that are not supposed to be highlighted and the things that create the animosity and the feud and
Right.
all of the negatives. These are the things that the people them a eat and a fuel pan and a strive and a live off and read. You know, so it's really hard when you know that you're doing the thing, you know, the way it should be done, you know, trying to do the right thing. And at the end of the day, come like you know, happen, nobody now see you, them now hear. Some people are listening and them are hear you and them now say nothing. You know, them are keep it to themselves, like them no want to say, boy, you know, I like that or give you a thumbs
Right.
up or something like that. You know, so for me as a person who I don't smoke, I don't drink, you know, me not really have nothing to do with nothing that is negative, you know, stuff like that. So it's really hard at times for me to really keep myself grounded because me I do everything naturally. You know, everything that I do is naturally done. Is no put on, is no makeup, is no additive, and enough of the time if you don't have people around you to boost and motivate you. Thank God that me have a few friends in music who will call me and say, okay, are you near Hawkeye enough? They're not bad like you know you need for us. And you know, stuff like that motivate me and make me realize say, yo, there's no need to really put it aside because you know Hawkeye has something for the music. Apparently is the music choose Hawkeye. I never choose music. I did choose cooking. I just choose food and nutrition. Music choose me. So I know so me have a wall in music. And it is there and sooner or later people will see that.
Okay. And you know, I was just preparing to order my Sunday dinner from you.
Why your belly I go burn you today, no, cause no cooking no go on.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
another question for you. What message would you like to share with your supporters across Jamaica and the world?
Well, for real, you know, I just want to say thanks a lot and thanks a million, you know, for all the people that more support Archive over the years. All my fans, my ACs, my fridges, my ice boxes, my non-frost, my deep freezes, my North Pole, my South Poles. You know, these people. You know, the thing about it is that, you know, I don't think Hawkeye has gotten any fraternity support the way I should get it. You know, but I think deep down, the fans out there who supporting Hawkeye over the years, they are the ones who keep Hawkeye alive. You know, the
Right.
funniest thing about it is that I never come in a music business for looking at hype on, you know, for be bossy and show off on people. I was just doing a job. Cause me see music as a job. Me just come and me I do my job and me do it well and me I continue to do it. You know, so whatever comes with the music, the fame and the money making and the whatever it is, the girls and whatever that is like secondary, you know, and it's not like I'm in for that totally, but you know, say come with the mix, so a little of this and a little that is good. You know, but I've just always, you know, just as I said, the natural guy doing the work, just based off of the work and nothing else. And I'm just thankful and grateful for all you people out there who support Archive over the years, who see the talent and know the talent when not see it and when not hear it, because trust me, it is nothing more than just natural raw talent Archive have. No put on, no additive, nothing on the Almighty. And we give thanks to the Almighty first and foremost. So big up on yourself every time.
Okay, that's all for now. Thank you so much for coming on the Bus It Sundays.
Yes, man, it's a pleasure,
And
man.
we hope to talk with you again.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. From life in a body, we have to talk. You see it?
Yes,
talking and talking. I forgot, and as Ghana still said, talk, keep them talking. Yeah. We're gonna keep them talking. Yeah, me that.
Okay, then. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, and thanks for having me here, and thanks for talking with me. I appreciate that. Blessed.
You're welcome. Heather?
Yeah, man.
Hold on, I was busy with mom, but I have a question.
Okay.
Hi, Archive. This is Heather Virgo.
Good evening. How you doing? Good night. How you doing, Heather?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
You know what
can't
I'm
complain.
interested in? I would like to know, how was your experience when you were with Mainstream Records?
Oh, it's Main Street.
Main Street, sorry.
Yes.
My list got it.
Yeah, Main Street is a college, I must say, is really a university, I should say,
Yeah.
I mean, the experience was great. The first thing, a guy, well, let me not say a guy, a friend of mine, older guy for me, he's from Texas. He always come down where I used to live, off Hagley Park Road here, introduced me. He was the one who took me to Danny Brownie. His name is Arville. I always big him up every interview me do. Is more him the gratitude, so he was the one who took me to Danny Brownie. The first thing Danny Brownie said about me is that him liked my voice. I had a distinct voice. At the time, the lyrics, and when me that talk, I never film think, Danny camp is a hilarious kind of camp. So the reason why I say university is because going to Danny Brownie's camp, Main Street, when you see the likes of General Degree, Buccaneer, Lieutenant Stitchy, Papa San, Lady G, you notice the names them I mention. These artists are the lyrical, the laugh, when the man a DJ have to laugh or you have to something, Lieutenant Stitchy, them man, the pattern and the flow, the Papa San them, stuff like that. So, it was a humorous camp. Danny Brownie camp was a humorous camp. So eventually, you have to take my time and learn how to get in the little humor thing where I go on,
You're doing great now.
Yeah, just to get on the label, so even now at present and away from Danny Brownie, when Danny Brownie became Christian 1998, moving on from there, I know that, yes, I leave the college with something that is very vital in the music, which is the humor and the entertainment in music. So I keep that, no matter what I do, I keep that in the songs going same way, and that keep Archive propelling. So it was a great experience, the whole works. Big up all the artists from Main Street. At the time it was me, Red Rat, Goofy, Buccaneer, General Degree, Lady G, Chrissy D, Maranjo, I mean, Chico used to come about to Alazir also. So it's just one big family. I will not talk about like Stitchy and Papa San and them, man. A lot of different artists used to pass up there too. So it's a wonderful university. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what, with you, I think you are so great. You do so much of a great caliber and genre of music, and I think you are very underrated.
Very much so. Very, very much so. I am, and the fun, as I said, you see, this is the thing that keep me going. I don't pay certain things. I'm not paying no mind, because you see, if I was supposed to literally sit down and think about the respect and the ratings when I deserve and stuff like, more than done with music, I'm probably mad right now. So me don't even think about, me not look no ratings from nobody. Me not look no podium figure.
You're getting it from us. You do what you do. You're getting it from your fans.
Exactly.
You have good fans.
As I said to you, before, the Almighty give me the life and health, and give me the platform, the talent also to execute and to present out there. So me just do that at my work. Whatever God give me, that me want. So anything just say, that me depend. You know, see, me not big about nothing else. You know, so if a man no want give me a rate, keep your ratings, because your ratings are real or genuine from day
They're
one. I
hearing
don't
you.
want it.
They're hearing you. You know, they're
Right.
hearing
Me
you.
not go want that. You understand? So if it's not real and it's not genuine, me not want it. Keep it. You see me I say? Because me just do the music and do it all real. But me I tell you the truth, it's really a battlefield, as they would say in music. You know, so I'm learning and I'm growing, always learning. Every day is a learning process. And not just in music, but in everything that we do in life.
True.
Every day is a learning process. Relationship, job,
Everything.
life, everything is a, you know, so I'm just embracing everything and I give thanks. I just love people. But you know, say with people sometimes you have to
Don't
some
love
people you have to
you.
deal with from a distance. You have to love them from a distance and you understand? But it's all
Yes.
love. It's all love. Nothing
I
negative. Yeah,
understand
man.
you perfectly.
Yeah, man. Not negative.
And that's all my question. I have to say my 2 cents, but I can't wait to hear you perform. So now, if anybody else have any question, you could go ahead. So you could perform. Thank you.
Yeah, Archive.
Okay.
Yes, I Duggy.
Archive.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I'm a
How would
general.
it?
Yeah, man. PW music.
Okay, PW, Wagwan, bro.
Yeah, man. Me there, man.
Cool,
Yeah, man.
man.
Yeah, one of my artists from the 90s, you know?
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. So, I'm going to ask you a question. You know. Tell me
Mm-hmm.
how you develop your career as an artist around General Degree, Buccaneer, Red Rat, and all these people.
All right, that's a very good question. You know, I'm gonna tell you one more thing about Danny Brownie as a university musical teacher. See, I remember days when you know, as a young artist, can you imagine a producer go look on you and say, "Yo, if your song no better than Ting-a-ling-a-ling," at the time when Ting-a-ling-a-ling for Shabarangs was the hottest song, if my song now go better than that when it come a road, nobody pre for company rhythm. So, you know, when you as a young artist and a producer tell you that, you know, how him lick your head, him lick your chip so far that, you know, so I grew up in the college, as I said before, that you have to think, it's like you have to think better than who bad already. You know, so I guess that's how me develop my craft. That's how me get better and better every day because me just know so me have to come different at all time. Me have to come with something where nobody else not have, Shabba not have, somebody not have. Is so if it's even a little style or a little slang or something, you have to have something coming in music. That is the reason, and one of the reasons also that keep our kind music business today. Because when me listen, you know, and I'm not saying these artists are not doing well because trust me hear some of them bad, but it still not give me no reason to stop DJ because me know say archive bad as are probably better than. You understand? And always have been madder than. So it keep me going, bro. So but just know say that are the thing. You know, the college, the teaching of the college also mold you to take on the world. And me will forever give thanks to Danny Brownie from Main Street to give me that mold. You understand? And send me a road. So that mold that you look on right now.
Yeah, man. For real, man. Yeah. You're a great artist, you know. But how do you get the name Archive?
Ah, I cut the ranks give it a name there now. Because before, my name was Treggy Fresh. And Cutty say, oh, Treggy Fresh? Where that name don't come from? We don't need it. Rarant is also, because him know more as a chef, you know, I give me names like, you know, curry shrimp and broiled lobster and them something. I say, no. You know, but apparently when him asks me about my eyes now, I'm gonna tell him something was, you know, I was born with my eyes like this. Him go on and go on chicken hawk and rarity and blade. But when him say Hawkeye, I say, yes, that is the name. Some of those take Hawkeye. So I was recording a song. So I had to go back now from the intro and everything and put my name Hawkeye in the song now. And from that, Hawkeye becomes a name. Yeah.
Bless me, artist. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Anybody else want to ask Archive any question can go ahead. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. Big up, me artist.
Yes, man. Peace. Anyone else want to say a word or two?
MCR Productions.
Yes.
MCR.
Another
MCR.
man.
Anybody else want to ask some questions? MCR Productions. Anybody else want to ask a question? Anybody in the panel want to ask any questions?
Yes,
Anybody
Father.
in the chat?
I am more.
I am
Let's.
more
I
one
am
answer.
more.
Last year. Give a thanks, my artist. Give a thanks for
Yes,
the
fire more,
strength.
fire more. Wow, go on.
I am more blaze the fire more. Last
Yes,
year.
I definitely.
All right. I was say this, Zine, and that thing where I appreciate the Major Macula though as veterans artists, Zine,
Yes, sir.
because intertwined on the platforms which you guys were first formed from. Zine?
Mm-hmm.
So intertwined with the younger artists them, and me I go speak basically not because me is a reggae artist, but I still I go speak for the attribute of it to say you still is a dancehall artist, but you still affiliate yourself in the line of music and not the segregation. Zine?
Yeah.
Me more ask you this. I more you give me a straight answer. Out of dancehall or reggae, which one of the set of legends them are motivators in the earlier stage? You see, I continue the trend and the trace in the space of music.
Well, to be honest, is that most of whom we grew up on drop out. You know, so the most we can say is that you have artists in the reggae genre that is really keeping the keep it on a straight line also. Just as though you have some artists in dancehall, like myself, where I keep it straight same way. You know, I can't be specific with names right now, but I'm just saying, I'm sure, the business is what it is now, because you see in everything, you have to create a balance. So sometimes things might go off, and you don't like it and Ray, but for some strange reason, it'll come back around because, God always another thing, and I really, the Almighty give us this energy and this way I said, Father God really give it
the power, man. The
the
energy,
power
man.
there. That's the word. The power to really transcend through the world. You see what I'm saying? So as long as you come off a Father God track, it's not like him track stop. Him track continues. So him have a way now how him would take some people more time we at least expect for to come turn back the thing in a film track. And that is what I see happen over the years. Me see it happen over the years. The man them when nobody now pay no mind, nobody him come from out a gully and all and something just come change back the thing. Me just keep doing it, bro. And if you're a man who hold it up, bro, just go and hold it up because trust me. Some of the time the door is right in front of we and I just will put the foot through. But it's not a period, so we have to just go and hold the same way. I say the same for myself, bro. Me just have go and do it and step same way. Yeah.
All right, true. Well, for me, still music for the natural whole is not a competition. I mean, say reggae and dancehall as one. Anyway, you over what I just say?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Me see the whole of them as music and that vibrate with energy from ancient time. I come from down of them spaces, no?
Yeah, definitely.
So me just I say this to say, as all me that say the dancehall fraternity, cause we are gonna say it now. Vibes Cartel boss a lot of artists in out of his camp. So does Bounty Killer, because Bounty Killer start the energy,
Yeah.
Me I put it as, because when me see it happen as a youth, me a 45-year-old.
Right.
Bounty Killer start the energy in a dancehall and him draw some youth to them. Boom, some youth come and perform Cartel and Movada from Bounty Killer. And that is where you see the dancehall as wideness diaspora. Now, in the same space as how we have seen dancehall transcend and using its space as each other as a vehicle. Me would have liked to say reggae on a natural note. Do the same thing.
Some artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have liked to say, would have say, out of some camp, that man did bring them two man there. And that because you are doing Major Macula now. I respect it, because you hear me say to you, you have energy in the same space I want that come from forward and left there, so. So at this, I'm going to stay and motivate some youth now and I say, blows and skirt from your youth now, you're archive them now. You understand me? So she can have energy around one part there, so you understand me for right?
Yeah, man, and it happened in a reggae still.
Yeah.
It also happened in a reggae. We can't say no, it does. Because I'm sure even Protege them, let's see, have, the female artists them and other people with them to put out there. So me see things are happening still. Me not really all that in tune, but you see when something good are go on, sometimes it transcends to you even when you're not paying no mind. You understand?
So
So
that's it.
man, this is
Naturally.
happening in reggae. We just need more of it. We just need more of that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I. Yes, I.
Yeah, man.
Naturally. Balance the
Yeah,
thing.
man. Yeah, man.
So that's it. I give a thanks for his strength same way, man.
Yeah, man. Same to them, General. Hopeful and powerful.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Doggy, big up yourself.
All right, yeah. Somebody that asked a question in the channel, in the panel, do you ever do them collaboration with other artists in the Dan Brown camp?
Yeah, I've done collaboration with Goofy at the time. The song, Don't Talk, Make We Go In the Dark. You know, and I've done song with Red Rat, Adalio Secret, we are go bust out. These are when mama gone out. You know, and I did song with General Degree, you know, so yes, I did. I did song with Lady G, man, a bad man. Bad man for who? You know, so yeah. Songs were done. Collaborating with other artists from Main Streets for sure.
All right, then. So it happened, but then. Okay. All right. So the question then finish now. Seeing, because we have other more artists, we have I Am Over Perform and
Yes.
showcase too, and we have Banging for showcase as well. We have
Big up
Aisha Blend
Banging.
and the daughter. Yeah, big up Banging. You understand me?
Yeah,
So we have
man.
Aisha Blend and the daughter of Everton Blend that will be performing too as well. Do remember
Yes.
next week Sunday, people. We're gonna have Deli Ranks album launch party on the bus at Sundays. So we're gonna be Deli Ranks and friends that will appear the hits them from them. Deli Ranks are doing productions and past hits them and with the new song them and couple songs from the album. Right? So we have an album launch party better than before next week Sunday. And we're gonna have Zebra the following Sunday after. So right now, people, no further delay now. Archive, take it away, my general.